New tonight, hundreds of Nashville homeowners dipping into their rainy day fund for flood insurance. Updated FEMA maps go into effect today, pushing more than 1,000 houses, even new construction, into flood zones. Welcome back to News 2 at 4. I'm Erica Francis.
And I'm Alex Dennis. Well, the rain may have pushed through, but flooding is going to take a little longer to move out of the neighborhoods, roadways, and yards. This photo is from Bellevue. It shows water levels on the Harpeth River at about 18 feet. The muddy water sticking around for at least another day.
Yikes. Well, that story is becoming even more common as flood zones expand across our area. We are getting a closer look in this Nashville 2022 report.
In the South, about 12% of homes have flood insurance. In Nashville, it's about 2%.
That number set to rise. Hundreds of Nashville residents will now need flood insurance under new FEMA maps, with 61 updated map panels going into effect Friday, showing areas within the floodplain that were previously unmapped. The reason for the change: more research and better mapping, identifying more sites prone to flooding, though the risk remains the same.
We know at least 1,000 homes are being impacted. Some of those are houses actually being built, new construction. So the builder starts building it thinking it's not in a flood zone, then finding out it is. Or people who may have lived there a long time, or someone who's bought recently.
Metro districts now in flood zones with brand new homes, even some under construction, include District 24, southwest of downtown in the Richland Creek area, and District 33, southeast of downtown near Percy Priest Lake. Also impacted District 26.
But I went through a personal experience of buying a condo 2 years ago and finding out afterwards new maps showed that the corner of it was in a flood zone, and I had to go buy private flood insurance on top of that, which is kind of a rude surprise when you've budgeted for exactly what you're going to be paying for your housing costs, and then there's an additional insurance premium.
All of this impacting the value of a home and number of offers.
Well, for anyone selling a house with a flood zone, they know that the buyer is going to take into account what that insurance might cost as part of their overall ability to buy at that level.
Unfortunately, if you're in a designated floodplain, there's not much you can do unless you don't have a mortgage. However, flood insurance isn't as cut and dry as some think.
Flood insurance can be a few $100s a year to several $100s a month. It depends on how the house is constructed, how the elevation. It depends on kind of what part of the flood zone they're in, what the greater risk is.
So in case you were wondering, flood maps focus on how likely it is for an area to flood, and that can affect your 30-year mortgage. How to appeal a flood zone tonight at 6.